Good, I'm doing good. We're about to screen our film in this really cool old church that they converted into a playhouse. It's called the Mill. I'll give you kind of an overview of it. Well, this is the cool looking. Oh, you're from France. Oh, parlez-vous? Nothing. I can't speak the French. I'm so sorry. I wish I could. You know what? Well, I know one of the actresses that was in this this feature-length film, Nick. She had a French accent. And how many screens used for the festival, getting a feel of the size. Well, let me tell you, I'm telling you right now that it's a little, here's the program. Here is the program. And I should look through here right now and how many features and it's been going on since, I believe they started this June 10th. What is today? Today's the 13th, so it's already been going on for 3 days. It's in one location. It's they have a nice, decent-sized stage. They said they had about 25 people in the, which is low. But the festival is only 2 years old now. They used to, oh, thank you for the hearts. They used to have more, they used to have another festival before and then they didn't. And this is the Trenton Film Society. And the Trenton Film Society shares this space, which is a really cool old theater. They share the space with the Playhouse, the Mill Playhouse, which has a company here, and I'm trying to figure out if it's a professional company or not a professional company, but they share the space. But I'm going to give you an idea. This is really pretty here in Trenton. Okay, great to see you. Square that it is in, which was cool. It's cool. There's a section of shorts today at 2:30 that are playing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shorts. Yeah, we had a cold, harsh winter. So now that it's nice out, I mean, I don't know who wants to go inside and, frankly, watch a bunch of films. But feel your groupies, that's ours. We're last. I noticed that we are in with a group of you're in Canada. Oh, it was better. I know, right? It was actually better this year. So it looks like we're playing with 8 other shorts. Hey, how are you doing, Sean? It's Rosalie. Nice to see you. I'm going to walk in so that you guys can kind of see the space. Numbers and whatnot. I just like to look at the theater. This is
good.
Going to give you the postcard table, the different postcards. There's ours, and we have the different postcards that people pick up and come and have their lunch later. Hi,
this is the list of jurors.
This is the list of jurors.
Right.
Great. These are the jurors. Oh, so this
right in the front page of your.
Nice. So these are the people that decided who was at the film festival. I'm doing Periscope. Do you know what Periscope is?
No.
Periscope. Do you mind saying hi to people live? Can you introduce yourself and tell them who you are?
Yeah, hi, I'm Louis Lefevre, and I've been on the board of the Trenton Film Society for maybe 4 or 5 years. And I feel that film is very important.
They're saying hi.
In keeping our community together.
So, and how long has the festival been going on?
It started Wednesday evening and it continues till tomorrow evening.
Mm-hmm. And did you have any kind of award banquets or anything like that going on with the festival?
Oh yeah. Tomorrow evening is the award ceremony.
Oh, terrific! And how are the films being judged? By the jury or by audience?
We do have one category, audience favorite.
Okay.
And then we have other categories by genre.
Okay. And how long has this festival been going? Is this the second year, is it? Or
It's the second year of the current iteration. We used to have a similar film festival for maybe 7 years, starting around 2003, I think, was the first one. But then we went to a the International Film Festival, which was a curated festival instead of a juried festival.
Okay.
And then we decided that we would start doing both last year.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm going to take you guys into the theater. You kind of walk into the basement of the place, and then you kind of, oh, here, hold on, I'll show you. It's actually, because it is the past of the theater, and they have their posters. Hello goes on, welcome, so they have all the theater posters, so that you can see what's going on here with the Passage Theater. Hello, character actor guy.
Well,
Terrific, thank you
consider
for
it
coming.
done. You're coming.
And
So, I have, I'm
they do
looking
have,
at the program, 2:30.
they have beverages, which is wonderful. Okay, so the space is a converted. Oh yeah, Sean, it's a really cool area. So this is, the space is an old theater that they've kind of, or excuse me, an old church. They made into a theater, and then they've got the, this is nice because some film festivals, especially for the shorts, what they'll do is they'll put you in a, sometimes in a smaller room, and you don't have a full-size screen. So they have put a screen up on the back of the stage, and it's nice. They've done a great job. And now people are coming in to see the shorts, so I'll probably need to sit down here in a little bit, but I do want to see the architecture. I know the space is amazing, isn't it? This is really cool. And there's some kids coming in, so I'm hoping everything is appropriate in here. I know my film is, but I don't know that if, and there's the booth. There's the film booth. So it's kind of cool. It's really a cool old space.
I'm gonna get you one.
So,
I thought we were going to be talking about you and your film,
well,
but
we can talk about me and my film
yeah.
too. But if you have any questions, I'll answer them. You know.
Sure, but just in terms of how our festival works, there's a, well, you must have found us on Film Freeway, which is
Right.
One of the main submission sites. We choose it because we think it's one of the more filmmaker-friendly sites. It's also more festival-friendly than another site that I won't mention
Yes.
the name of, but Film
Yes.
Freeway is great to us, and I think to the filmmakers as well. And so the filmmakers can upload their films, or if they already have it on Vimeo or some other shareable site, so that our judges then can view these films from wherever they are.
And how many judges do you have?
The way our festival, we had a panel of 12 judges, and each, 4 panels of 3 judges apiece. So
Okay.
each of the panels would see a quarter of the films, and so those 3 judges would watch their quarter of the films and rate each film.
And they score them
and
by
score
numbers or
them.
something?
Yeah, a numerical score with in various categories, everything from script to cinematography and other aspects, and then and then an overall score, and then. And just for as a sort of final crude measure, a thumbs up, a thumbs down,
Yeah.
and then a special category of like where they think this one might be especially award worthy.
Okay.
So, and then the process of putting together the festival is taking all those ratings and like the very cream of the crop are sort of like automatically in the festival. The ones there's always an upper tier of films that are just clearly festival worthy,
Sure.
and then there's always going to be a middle tier where
They're saying ciao from Italy.
hi Italy,
Ciao.
ciao. And then where the interesting work comes in
Sicily.
is that
Yeah.
middle tier where maybe it'll be in, maybe it'll be out, and that's where then we look at where the judges' comments, see if there's something unique about the film. Maybe there's some niche that we haven't filled yet. There was one case where we have a film made by a young fellow who's only 12 years old.
Wow.
And so we realized that film needed a little bit of age adjustment. I mean, it was, for an adult it wasn't bad, but
Sure.
might not have gotten in, but the fact that it was made by a 12-year-old filmmaker, we thought,
That's exceptional.
yeah,
right?
this young man deserved an extra chance.
Sure.
So
Sure.
that's how we did.
And then when you go to put your shorts programs together, do you think about like similar thematic, or do you don't care? You're just like, okay, we have so many films that we just like and we put them in. It doesn't fit a theme.
It's that's a challenge. I mean, our basic groupings were like narratives together with narratives. We had an experimental night on this past Wednesday night.
Sure.
For the more adventurous kind of audience.
Sure. Welcome. Welcome.
Hi.
Yep.
And we put the documentary shorts together. We have 3 programs of narrative shorts, and it's kind of just a little bit of feel, what something that would provide a nice pace, maybe even a contrast as opposed to trying to match similar with similar. Sometimes it's nice to mix something lighter with something heavier.
Sure, I noticed you started today in today's group. Welcome, Troz, 1704. I noticed that you started out with the dramas today and then ended with our comedy.
Yeah, and that's
nice.
and actually that is sort of a pattern that we like to sort of, when the audience, is sort of just first in there, hit them with the harder stuff,
sure,
and then lighten it up at the end. Again, we might not always do that because we don't want people to have a preconception of exactly what to expect. But
sure.
It is an old church, but I don't know exactly how old it is. But it's owned by the city of Trenton. There's a theatrical company called Passage Theater that operates the space and basically allows us to sort of fit in between their productions,
really
and
nice.
they're a great collaborator and partner for us.
No,
please,
put the pressure on him. He
rather,
originally thought we were going to talk about my film, Failure Groupies, but
and somehow you got
that
asking me questions.
distracted you.
But tell me, I mean, the theme for the young tweens, whatever the age those kids were, was actually pretty serious, but you made a comedy out of it. I mean,
Right.
it's like racism and terrorism, and you made it funny. I mean, just tell us how you balance those
Well,
factors.
I think it's my warped sense of humor, but I also think that people actually hear you in a different way when it's handled with comedy than they do hear it when it's handled with, very realism drama.